屋上のゆりれいさん、さちさん、大好き。
And with that, welcome biggity back, everyone. I am, of course, yours truly, the Love Giant, and welcome back to another session of Kindred Spirits on the dog, on the roof. And you know, even though, got the Unas Honest long sleeve right here, by the way, and even though the slogan, we all know Unas Honest, you know, best channel on YouTube, obviously, best channel of 2020, that's for Ding Dong damn sure. However, even though the motto of Unas Honest is, check this right here, it's Memento Mori, in our case, it's Memento Yuri, because we're gonna hop right back into Kindred Spirits on the roof. Last session was the biggity bomb, by the way, because basically every couple is together now for sure. And we have, let me check that real quick, by the way. We have, well, yeah, those two, I mean, they didn't, well, they already hit it off, basically, before we even knew that they existed, kinda. So, yeah, not much progress between them, because they already, you know, hit it off, as I said. We have these two right here, by the way, Sono-sensei and... Fuck. Has been like 3 days the last time I played it. Tsurugimine-san, right? Those two, which by the way, still to this day is my absolute favorite, what's the word, proposal, because it's like the reaction, when Sono-sensei actually, you know, said, okay, I love you too, like, that reaction was just the freaking best, because, like, the confused face of Sono-sensei was like, and then you have, like, Tsurugimine-san going, It's just, was really hilarious. We have, obviously, these two, Futano-san and Ichikawa-san. We didn't really know how they did things, but, you know, there was a little bit of a problem with Nena that they made up themselves, because there wasn't really a problem in the first place to begin with, but that has been settled, so I'm gonna be curious about to see, like, how Futano-san and Ichikawa-san, handle things together, because we didn't really get in any intimacies thus far. Like, aside from the proposal from Futano-san, obviously. And then we have... yeah, of course, these two. Was fucking adorable, by the way. Love this part so much. And basically, they go on a date during summer vacation. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that pans out. And then, of course, we didn't really get anything from Koba. But, you know, she's a pretty straightforward person. So I think we're gonna get our daily dose of Koba in this session today. And I think that's pretty much it, right? I think that's all the couples that we have. Yeah, pretty much, yes. Looks like it. So, of course, we're gonna start off with Yuna. We're gonna see how we go through this. We have paused in mid-summer 1. How many weeks were, like, the summer thing? I think it was, like, maybe like, it's sometimes it sounds like 1 week, but I guess it's a little bit longer than that. The summer camp starts today. Yeah, I can't deny that I'm a little excited. Up until now, the days of summer vacation have really dragged on. Yeah, you know, before you have like that vacation, it's gonna feel like, oh god. I had a few things to keep me busy, like preparing for the camp and getting homework done. And Hina's been going to practice almost every day. It's been fun listening to her talk about it during dinner. I'm a little nervous since it seems like Hina and Amishima-senpai have been spreading certain rumors. The girls on the team are expecting a lot of their meals during the summer camp. But I'm a little happy about that too. They asked me to do this and I don't intend to cut corners or anything. I wouldn't want to disappoint them with my cooking. I asked Inamoto-senpai by text for anything I needed to be aware of while I was planning the menu. I've got a good idea of what I'll need for the week, including shopping trips and such. Yeah, it should be fine. I'm bringing 3 of my favorite aprons, though they are not really fancy or anything. The school already has a good supply of cooking equipment, but I'm also bringing the knives that I'm used to using. We are meeting there at 9. That's when I'm still sleeping, by the way. So I need to start getting ready. That's about the time I get ready. Ah, well, not really. It's like 1 more hour, usually. Who gets up at 9? That's like... you don't do that. It's like horror, basically. I attend the first meeting of the camp and introduce myself to everyone. I really wonder what kind of rumors they have been spreading about me. It seemed like expectations are high. I remember seeing some of the girls in my class on the track team looking kind of surprised. Afterwards, the team went off to practice and I headed into the cafeteria for my first job, the day's lunch. Oh, she has to cook like 3 times? Well, 2 times, right? I have to cook for 25 people in total, 22 track team members, the team's advisor, the coach, and me. It's the first time I've cooked for this many people. I've cooked for a dozen or so before though. I think it was lunch for one of my mom's work picnics. Just thinking about it as few more people than that, I wouldn't work according to what Inamoto-senpai had told me. They were going to require more calories than most people, obviously, since they're an athletic club. They'd burn them all off before even thinking about cutting back a bit. When I thought about it as 20 Yunas, I got a good idea of the amount I'd need to make. Yeah, sounds about right. I had thought that her appetite might be an exception, but it didn't seem that extreme for the girls on the team. I'll need all my skill for this. I'm thankful I'll get to use the equipment in the cafeteria since it's meant for cooking for such large groups. I'll have to get used to the quirks of the equipment quickly. Well, we're started with sandwiches for today. By the way, you might have eaten sandwiches, but until the time you actually taste one of my sandwiches in real life, by the way, I'm telling you, you're gonna be stoked about that when you taste one of mine. Jesus Christ. I haven't used the cafeteria yet, and I'm a little bit nervous starting with anything that requires heat, so I decided on that. But each girl will probably eat 4 slices, huh? If I don't work quickly, it'll be lunch before I even finish. For the standard egg sandwiches, I'd put a lot of parsley on them and onions in the tuna sandwiches. Tuna sandwiches are pretty good. Then pumpkin salad sandwiches. Ooh, that sounds good too. I'll make club sandwiches with the roast chicken I prepared earlier and BLTs. LBTs. Those 2 I can heat up. For dessert, we'll have whipped cream and fruit sandwiches. For dessert, fruit sandwiches? Oh, yeah, okay, I get it. And French toast with maple syrup. So it's like, yeah, that's a Quebec sandwich, basically, then, you know, when you put maple syrup on that. Then some seaweed soup. That should be enough variety to get them full without getting tired of anything. Yeah, it's a bit much, but I'll work. Yeah, I wasn't about to say, like, that's 3 meals basically in one. I thought it was just like maybe like the main dish basically, and that's it, but apparently not. But I'll work out if I can make them all at the same time. I mean, but she said, so seaweed soup, you need heat for that, even though she said she doesn't want to use anything that requires heat. But that requires heat? And not even Miami heat? Alright, let's get started. I put on my apron. That was enough to get me pumped up. Pump it up. I'll start with boiling the eggs and making the pumpkin salad. I was about to say, why not start with the soup? But yeah, that would be pretty dumb. Good work today, Yuna-san. I am really tired. That seemed to be quite a lot of work cooking for the track team. Yeah. I may have underestimated the appetite of an athletic club. I think it tasted fine. Yeah, everyone said it was good. They said it was all better than they expected and really delicious. I'm happy about that. I figured I could just put out the sandwiches and everyone would take the ones they wanted. I should have considered serving them, I guess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. They disappeared in no time, and how fast they ate was only matched by how much they ate. I thought I'd made enough for what I've been told, but I realized halfway through that nobody was slowing down. I'd started hurriedly making more simple sandwiches with ham and lettuce, but those disappeared as quickly as I could finish them too. I was seriously worried I'd make some grave miscalculation for a little while, but Amishima-senpai said they were just so good that she couldn't stop eating them, so maybe they all got a little carried away. Anyway, I'll be cooking for those track team appetites for the next week, huh? But I guess it's just like 1 3-course meal for like lunch? I thought it was like for, you know, 3 meals or 2 meals at the very least, but I mean, she can manage that. It should be easy. There's maybe more work than I'd originally thought, but today gave me the motivation to see it through. After that whirlwind of lunch, the team took a little break and went off to their afternoon practice. And since I can do whatever I want until it's time to make dinner... Okay, so it is too. I came up to the roof like this. As of today, the summer camp is underway. Nice rhyme. And it looks like a lot of people I've been helping and and it looks like a lot of the people I have been helping, oh yeah, are participating. That makes sense. In the end, even summer vacation hasn't stopped us from having these strategy meetings up on the roof. It looks like the broadcasting club girls are starting at the camp today too, Yuna-san. The 3 of them arrived together while you were preparing lunch. They are the only ones in the club coming, yeah, to the camp, it seems. I see. The rest of the club isn't participating. They appear to be making a radio drama with the drama club. A radio drama. A play broadcast on the radio, I suppose that must mean. That's why it's just 3 of them are involved. Why just 3 of them are involved? They're the only ones in the club anyways. Huh. I don't expect Umi-chan and Sesa-chan will need any particular help though. The lecture Nena-chan gave them before summer vacation was quite something. I wish you could have heard it too, Yuna-san. I heard Ichika-san and Futano-san announce their relationship to Miyama-san before summer vacation started. And since they did it up here on the roof, Sachi-san and Megumi both got to watch. I'm not sure how I feel about their peeping or eavesdropping, I suppose, in this case, but there's probably no point in telling these kindred spirits that. Definitely not. And apparently after hearing this, Miyama-san told them to be proud of their relationship and not worry about her. She wasn't bothered by it and she didn't feel left out. They'd be able to continue being friends. After how bothered Miyama-san seemed by how much the 2 of them, particularly Ichiki-san, were worrying about her, I suppose this is for the best. It looks like Miyama-san managed to do what we talked about during our study session before the exams. Nena-san was super clear with her words, it was kinda surprising. I might agree there, but that's just how bothered Miyama-san was by those 2, I guess. I hope she can sleep well now. She never can, we all know that. Then there's Kiri-san and Sono-chan of the math club here today too. They seem like they might have some trouble again. What? How? Is that so? I didn't think the math club was that intense, but I wonder if they're preparing for the school festival or something. Sono-chan's the teacher in charge of the camp, you see. If an issue with the summer camp comes up, it goes to her. Oh, I see. Right from the first day, there are girls who don't have rooms or don't have futons and things like that. Kiri-san's helping her, but Sono-chan seems like she has her hands full. Oh, that kind of trouble. Okay, I thought like trouble between them, which obviously isn't the case. It feels like a bit of a waste, doesn't it? They're at this camp together, but they're too busy to have any time alone. I've heard that sometimes somewhere before with Ayahara Senpai and Maki, I think. And it looks like Sono-chan's advising a bunch of other clubs too. Huh, is she? I thought it was just a math club. Well, you need an advisor to participate in the camp even if your club doesn't have too many students, right? Yeah, I think so. You're supposed to get permission from your advisor for the summer camp, and they stay over to supervise as well. When you're participating as an individual, it's the teacher in charge who has that role. It looks like Sono-chan's taken over the advisors who can't make it to school during the summer camp. I see. Well, that seems a little rash, or like she's kind of being taken advantage of. You might be right, yeah. Aihara Senpai all over again. Sono-chan seems to think it's convenient since she's also the advisor for the school festival planning committee. Yeah. Huh, she's on the festival committee too. Wow, how does she have time for all of that? Exactly. Well, she probably doesn't. It's only the first day and it already looks a little overwhelming. The math club's room has already become the temporary office for both the school festival committee and the camp advisor. Sounds like it could get out of hands fast. Quite. Kiri-chan is remarkably busy helping her too. Say, Yuna-san. Yeah. I wonder if you could help them just enough to lighten their burden some. Right. Well, I can do whatever I want when I'm not cooking for the track team. I might be able to manage it. Just the time you can spare is fine, alright? Yeah, I'll do what I can. So I said, but I wonder how exactly I can help them. I'll go check on them tomorrow then. Please do. Then there's just the two on the track team, right? Aihara Senpai and Maki-san aren't here. Question mark. It seems Maki-chan and Miki-chan are not participating. No, they may still stop by the school though. I believe the remedial lessons have also begun today. That's right. I hadn't been paying attention to the makeup class schedule since they didn't have anything to do with me. Wait, makeup classes? So then makeup classes for the serial latecomers started today too? Yes, Yoka-chan's here. Ah, I thought so. Yeah. She did say something like that on the day of the exams, didn't she? Adio-san said she'd be in charge of the makeup. Oh, that's perfect. Makeup classes for the latecomers too, right? Aki-chan also appears to be in charge of discipline over the summer camp as well. She's here today too. Oh, I see. There seem to be a lot of busy people here. You don't want me to help her too, do you? It doesn't appear that Aki-chan's overwhelmed, but she seemed to be quite concerned about Tsuyuko-sensei's circumstances. So if I go see Sono-sensei, I'll probably run into Adio-san too, huh? I'm not acquainted with her though. It sounds like I should help Tsurugimine-san and Sono-sensei and keep an eye on Aria-san and Yoka, is that correct? Well, easy, isn't it? It's not. Just so. I don't think we need to worry about Umi-chan and Sasa-chan or Matsuri-chan and Miyu-chan. It is summer after all. I hope everyone will be able to make time to be alone together. And I'll be helping to make that possible. It sounds like I'm going to be busy. You can do it, Yuna! Don't make it sound so easy. There's a lot of work just cooking for the track team already. Yeah, and come up with the menus. Yeah. We'll help with whatever we're able to. Ask us anything, okay? Alright, thank you. Though I doubt I could ask them to do anything other than tell me who's where. Yeah, kinda. I don't think they'll be any help with Sono-sensei's work. That'll be my job. Well, I'll do what I can. That will be wonderful. Do your best. Yeah. I'll get back to the cafeteria then. I'd like to check out the ovens and stoves before I start making dinner. I had to get used to the equipment and figure out if it had any quirks, that could affect my efficiency a lot. The easier my cooking work gets, the more time I'll be able to devote to helping other people. I'll just think everything over and find the best solution. Understanding problems and finding solutions, yeah, it's what I'm always doing. For today, I will just spend time on my cooking work. I had to go out to buy ingredients after this too. For dinner tonight, I'll make pork cutlets as the main course, miso soup, salad, and a few side dishes. A few. Alright. Then I need to think up tomorrow's breakfast and lunch menus and make shopping plans. This camp is really gonna be harder than I thought. That's what she said. I've had no idea my summer vacation was going to be like this, but it's better than just wasting my time away, I suppose. I felt myself getting motivated as the two spirits saw me off. Yeah. I'm going to do my best. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. A few side dishes, like what do you mean? Everyone just gets what you do. That's the point. Day number 2. Paused in Midsummer 2. Apparently we go through the entire week. Why did it start? Okay. Apparently it starts on Wednesday. And then it ends on Sunday? Nah, that can't be it. Should be more than a week, right? It's not even a week, it's just like 5 days. Hello, whoa! The second day of the camp after the track team had finished with breakfast. I'd make some takikomi gohan onigiri that I thought I might be able to share with Sono-sensei and company, but I was not prepared for the sight that awaited me when I arrived at the math classroom. Takikomi gohan onigiri sounds freaking awesome, by the way. Especially for breakfast, damn. How many did you make though? You need like a bunch. There was a mountain of papers stacked up on the desk in the middle of the room. And several additional smaller hills surrounded the mountain in the middle. With all the pens and stamps lying around, it took only a single glance to see what the situation was in there. Oh yes, who is it? What? Wait a second. You can't come in right now. I can't handle any more. I won't know what to do. Yeah, I thought the situation would be something like that. Exactly how much work do you have to make a stack of papers so huge that you can't even tell if there are people in here? I'll see what you need, Sono-sensei. Keep doing what you're doing, you two. Okay, thank you, Adio-san. Tsuyuka-chan, what do I do with this? Oh, Adio-san's here too. Before I could make up my mind about barging into the room, Adio-san came to me. Let's see your name and what you need. What are you selling? I don't need anything, but... I see. Well then, as you can probably tell, we're quite busy at the moment. Please come back later if you don't have anything urgent. That's not it. You're Adio-san, right? Right, and you? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm Tomi Yuna. I've heard your name from Yuka, so... From Yuka. Yeah, we were in the same class in middle school. We still talk from time to time. I see, but as I said, we are a bit busy at the moment. Please come back later if you're just here to talk. Sorry, I brought some refreshments. I figured maybe you could use some lunch. Refreshments. Yeah, since I'm participating in the camp as the cook for the track team, the advisor of the track team told me you guys were a little busy over here. That's a lie, of course. Tomi-san, refreshments? What? Just some onigiri and things. Yay, I was just getting hungry. We've been so busy I didn't even have time to get breakfast. Really? Glad I can help. So what are you doing here, Ario-san? I'm in charge of disciplinary committee matters at the camp. It's convenient for me to be here and I couldn't really leave these two alone. I see what you mean. Tsurugimi-san and Sono-sensei wasted no time pouncing on the onigiri I left undefended on the table. Are these two getting proper breakfast? I'm already worried. Mind if I help too? I'm allowed to do whatever I want when I'm not on cooking duty. Really? Hey, Tsurugimi-san, we shouldn't rush to take advantage of her kindness. This is pretty hard work, Tomi-san, are you sure? Yeah, well, I was getting a little bit bored. I'll help out with whatever I can. Yay! I'm sorry and thank you. This may be really a big help. Now, what should I do? Well, let's see. Come help me. I'm putting together notices for the camp participants, but it's like I don't even know how many to make. Notices for the campers. Yeah, problems were already cropping up yesterday. It's rules for shower duration, cooking schedules, futon use, those sorts of things. I put together some suggestions. Ah, you need that? Wow, Ario-san's impressive. She's attacking the problems right at the root. But it's pointless if some people get the notice and others don't. Yeah. And when we printed them out for everyone, this happened, and I'm supposed to put them all together by myself. Well, Sono-sensei has all sorts of other work to do. I told you I'd help as well, didn't I? It was your idea, so shouldn't you be doing it? It's really supposed to be the job of the teacher in charge of the summer camp. Since they were my suggestions, I thought I'd help. Ah, you too. Looks like Aria-san and Tsurugimi-san were both starting to lose their composure from all the work. I felt a little sorry for Sono-sensei in between the two. I understand, I'll help. We're handing these out to everyone at the camp, though. Yeah. How many are there? 100? 100 maybe? We're making 120 to be sure. Alright, yeah, but... Alright, then it should take about an hour for two of us to do it. First, we should move somewhere with a little more room. Huh? I think we get in the way of Sono-sensei and Ario-san's work here. If we use a classroom, we can organize the papers by page. Then we only need to put them together and staple them. That'd be easier, right? Yeah, I guess so. I get it. Maybe you should stay here to help Sono-sensei, Tsurugimi-san. We could get this done together, Ario-san. Right, yes, that sounds good. Clever. Thanks, we should carry the printouts there first then. Could you find an empty classroom on the second floor, Ario-san? Sure. Could you help with carrying the printouts, Tsurugimi-san? Okay. Thanks, let's get this done with. I've got to get back before lunch after all. Oh shoot. It's like my switch just flipped there. When I see a problem like this, I always think it through and try to find the quickest way to handle it. I totally took control here, and nobody had even asked me to. I guess all this cooking has made it easier for that switch to flip. It's too late to take it back now, though. I was a little concerned about Ario-san and Tsurugimi-san's bewildered looks. I hope they hadn't taken offense or anything. Thank you, Tomi-san. Huh? It looks like I lost my composure there a little too. It should have been obvious that we didn't need to do everything here. Oh no, I'm sorry for being so bossy. Don't worry about it. I wanted to get this over with before lunch too. Really? That's good then. Should I come help you guys every so often? It looks like a lot to do. It would be a big help, especially if it's you, Tomi-san. Yuka getting a little bit of competition here, it seems, eh? With Aria-san and me putting together some 100 printouts packets, I had thought it had taken about an hour. But we barely chatted and Aria-san was incredibly efficient. We were finished in around 30 minutes. Jesus. Thank you, Tomi-san. You were a big help and thank you for the snacks too. Wow, these onigiris are super good. Ah, sure. Those two thanked me when I left the club room. That wasn't so bad. I hadn't thought they'd appreciate how pushy I was being before. I mean, someone has to take, like, someone has to direct people and somewhere, you know? Not a problem. But I thought, like, but the problem is you have, like, about 100 students in there. How exact? I mean, you can station someone at the school gate, even though they also have futons though, so there are people staying there. So getting them to literally each and every single one isn't possible. So my suggestion would have been you just scout. You know, you have the papers, you have the documents to know which club is in which room. So you just go into the rooms and then hang the printout in there. You don't need as many printouts then, and you know, think of the economy, obviously. Poor little trees. Draw some happy little trees. If you can't, you don't have anyone anymore. And you just hang the printouts there, and then you know every club knows what it's about. And maybe even make like an announcement over the PA system, because you know we have the podcast team there, so that would work. Oh, Miyama-san. When I went to the cafeteria kitchen to prepare dinner, I found Miyama-san there. There were a few other people from some other clubs too, of course. She was hard not to notice the way she sat in front of a pot without an apron on. She looked a little out of place. Oh, it's Yuna. Fancy meeting you here. I didn't thought you'd be participating in the summer camp. Hina asked me, so I'm cooking for the track team. You're here with the broadcasting club, right, Miyama-san? Miyama-san's kind of a pain, right? Just Nina's fine. Yeah? Yeah, it's one less syllable, right? You think so, then Nina-san's fine? Yep. Dinner for the broadcasting club, what are you making? Cooking is a lot of work, so I figured curry would be fine. Well, I could have figured out from the smell of the pot. Oh, same as me then. The track team's getting curry tonight too. Oh yeah? The potatoes and carrots have already been heated in the microwave since they make too much. They take too much to stew. I've got the stock ready too, so if I start with the onions, it should be done in about an hour. While it's all cooking, I can make a salad and soup with some tofu and broccoli for a garnish. I'm making 60 servings of curry. 60? There are 25 people though. I mean, yeah, okay, everyone eats for two basically. Inamoto-senpai had laughed when I told her, saying we can just keep any leftovers for a late night snack. Athletes sure have an appetite. What did you have yesterday? I asked her as I started getting ready. I couldn't really picture Nena-san cooking, but maybe the other two? Ichika-san might be able to. Futano-san, I can't really imagine either. Starting with her in an apron. Sasa was in charge of dinner yesterday, but she brought something from home, something her mom made. But we can't exactly do that today, so I'm here cooking. So you can cook, Nena-san. No, I can't, but everybody can make curry, right? You think so? Well, I think it's hard to mess it up, but it kind of hurts my pride to hear that everyone can do it while I'm over here putting all this effort in. The two of them said they'd help, but they've kind of got their own stuff going on. Oh yeah. I replied without stopping my hands. We're making a radio drama for the school festival, you see. I'm doing the production, so I'm good, but they've got to think of what to put it in and stuff. I haven't been able to decide on a single thing this whole time. I see. Wait! I casually glanced over at Nina's pot during the conversation, and... Nina-san's scum! That's a ton of scum! Huh? Where? Where? You can't tell. Look at all of it. The surface of the pot's contents was covered in tiny bubbles of gunk, so much that I couldn't even see the ingredients beneath it. Wait a second, why is there so much scum after you've put the rauks in? Rauks? And why isn't it thickening at all even when with the rauks? What's going on here? You didn't get rid of the scum before you put the rauks in? Oh, that's right. You have to take a gunk out. You have to take the gunk out, huh? What? And how many people are you cooking for? Do you have the right amount? It's fine, isn't it? I just cut some stuff up and threw the rauks in. Why are you being so slapdash? Well, it's too much work otherwise, right? Can you just throw in the ingredients and the rauks and simmer it? You can, but you can't. This is awful. At this rate, you'll probably end up with some bland-tasting curry soup. This is one of the two totally typical curry failures with burning the whole thing, including the pot. Gonna see how it tastes, okay? Sure, okay. Yeah, this is no good. There's no flavor at all. How do you salvage this? Do you remember how many ingredients you used? I think I had 1 carrot probably, maybe 2 potatoes, and... there aren't enough vegetables, and why did she use that much meat? I racked my brain for how to salvage the soup. Nina-san, they have pressure cookers, or so go borrow one. One that's about 4 liters. Oh, where are they? On the shelf over there. There are pots with thick lids that have something like a stopper on the top. You can't miss them. Oh, okay. I turned off the heat while Nina-san was fetching the pot. We couldn't do anything about the simmering rauks now, except finishing everything in one in one go in a pressure cooker, even if it meant some extra cleaning. I borrowed some of the missing ingredients from the track team's stock. They might fall apart while they cook, but at least they'll thicken it up. We may not be able to get it perfect, but it can still turn out edible. I mean, it was edible before, it just tasted bland. That's not bad. If it doesn't taste bad, if it just tastes bland, I guess it's kind of good for a beginner. I got one. Is this fine? Yeah, sorry, but we're gonna do this over, okay? We're gonna make it into proper curry. Okay, now this is a big help. You can't be so haphazard about your meals, honestly. Well, maybe, but none of us know how to cook, so... Oh, none of you. Well, I already told you about Sasa, and Umi's pretty hopeless, too. I see. Have you cooked the rice? Do you have any other side dishes? Oh, I forgot about the rice. I don't have anything else, just the curry. Ah, jeez. Oh, yeah, you're so half-assed. Oh, well, like, isn't curry enough, usually? For now, we'll fix this curry. Eat with the track team, okay? We'll share some of our side dishes. Yeah, okay, that would be cool. What were you gonna do about breakfast? What were you gonna do about breakfast and lunch? Well, it's a little hard on the wallet, but the convenience store? Okay, I didn't need to ask. Let's do this then. I'll cook for the broadcasting club too. I'll ask the advisor of the track team, but how about you guys just contribute to the cost of ingredients? That would be great. Is this really okay? Adding 3 more people won't be too much more work. I don't mind. Yeah, and they only eat for 1 each of them, I think, and not for like 3. Well, thanks, Yuna. Honestly, I was kind of thinking this was a huge pain. Even if it is, that's no reason to be careless with what you eat. Yeah, I know that. But you can't change what you're not good at, right? I get that. I give you our meal schedule later, so come eat at those times from now on, okay? Okay, got it. Man, you're amazing, Yuna. I'm not all that great. I just have some experience cooking. No, not that. How scary you got. I get how you hang out with Ano now. Ah, sorry. Did I go too far? No. I told you it's a big help. I bet Umi and Sasa will be thankful that we get to eat real food during the camp too. I see. That's good then. I'm relieved. I almost thought I'd done it again. I just can't stop myself. All it does makes me remember back then. Yet for some reason I just keep butting in on the stuff today. I keep opening my mouth. It really feels like some switch was flipped and stuck in place. I quickly fixed up Nina's curry, then set about making the track teams. You've got to move fast when you're cooking for so many people or you'll never finish. I worked quickly as I previously planned. Yeah, I doubt I'll be able to flip this back. It's fun to immerse myself in cooking, that much I know. I concentrated on my hands, trying as hard as I could not to remember the past. I doubt Umi and Sasa were expecting much, but I bet they'll be surprised now. So since you're cooking, Yuna, I won't have as many excuses to sneak out, huh? Do you still have to do things like that? Nah, but when they have got a good mood going, I kinda don't want to intrude, you know? Yeah, I think I get what you mean. I wonder what it feels like to be in love. I almost spit out the curry I was taste testing. I hadn't expected to hear that from Nina-san. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nina is also left out. Wait, so... Yuna, Ano, Nina. Hina? Yeah, like those 4. So... Who's in for Nina-san? I doubt... I was saying Yuna and Ano, but Ano is cool with Tsurugi Mine-san, we know that, but obviously Tsurugi Mine-san is with Sono-sensei, but now looking, Ano would also be a good fit for Nina, I think. Yeah, basically. Because they took a nap twice already together, kinda. And they already, you know, they were also at Yuna's place crashing, and I guess for a sleepover as well, for like studying. But Yuna and Tina? That would be a little bit weird, I guess. Because so far I would have said Yuna and Ano. But then who's left for Nina and Tina sounds like it wouldn't work. That would be also weird. Let's see where this party is going. What do you think, Yuna? Well, what do you think about it? It's probably not bad. Seems like a lot of trouble. Probably not. Yeah, probably not bad. Well, it's probably alright. Yeah, you got Yeah, you're probably right. Those two do seem like they're having fun. You're not in love with anyone, Nina-san? No, well, it's not love or anything, but I've got people I like to hang out with. Like Ano. Yeah. Nostra Giant coming through. People like Ano are nice. The distance there is perfect. She's not clingy or anything, but she's a good friend. Yeah. Or more than that, Cooking had almost finished while we discussed those sorts of things. I told Nina-san... Nina's actually really chill and cool to talk to, actually. I told Nina-san that she should get Ichiki-san and Futano-san, and then I finally checked the time. Good! We had a few unscheduled events, but today's dinner finished right on schedule. It's curry, so I'm sure it'll be a hit. Curry is always good, yeah, just as Nina said. Curry works always. Especially if you take it as serious as Yuna is.